Well, you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years. Waiting for your
How
shot,
the
so
fuck
I
am I
made a
already a
decision.
senior in college?
Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you
I'm
mean?
starting, okay? I'm going to be a quarterback. Yes. For your mom is gay. Yes. I'm being a quarterback because your mom is gay. Wow. Why did I just... Why? Please help me. I am turning into your mom, kid. I don't like this. Hard Rock Stadium.
Coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida, and
Maybe
Hard
the
Rock
Gators.
Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Clemson Tigers. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami.
Is it
this one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay. Huge hit from behind.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. Yeah, let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more.
And he will take this in
what a good play. What a good play.
And Clemson has taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
So they cap off an impressive opening drive with a rushing touchdown. And Charles, you know, Coach O'Brien and his staff, they've got to be thrilled with this start.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Remember, not just a first game of the year for people who are playing in the game. This is Coach O'Brien's first game as the head coach of this team. He's definitely thrilled right now.
Why is there another number 3?
Defensive coordinator to have this
that is not
so
me.
Well prepared. You know, Coach O'Brien to come out and score on their first drive. Got to be a pretty impressive thing for him to watch. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
On the team. Now that I saw that there was a 3
1st and 10 Florida.
Stands, I'm feeling sad because it probably wasn't needed to be.
They start the drive with Jennings. And right away, he lost the football. It's going the other way.
Alright, sorry, I had to do that.
He's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
2-3.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no
way.
That is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 16-yard touchdown. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
Is that really Clemson's
fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Sorry, I don't know anything about them.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over,
know
the other
what
team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Let's go talk about your going next game.
Here's White to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
It wasn't my favorite.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24.
Oh,
pushing through tacklers at the 30.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh man, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Going in.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And it is now 21 to nothing.
The kicker.
Makes the score. Tigers 21. Gators nothing.
Kickoff. Wait, no. Okay, never mind. See, that is not me. That looks nothing like me.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going
I think I was him.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Big boy child.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Scared? I am scared. Every time
he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is Allington. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Offensive
4 yards on the pickup.
I am an
Second
offensive
and 6.
player.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
The Clemson Tigers 21, Gators 2.
From the 40 now on second down. White. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the defense.
White's pass complete.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
The coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Jay on Whiteside. 38 yards. And Clemson tacks onto their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
28.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
It's never
Ready
a
to
good
begin their next
decision.
drive. Here's the Florida offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this throw caught left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down now. Jewell still on his feet and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start, and with 3 touchdown passes.
That's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even...
How would have QB scrambled there?
Now you got to hustle your guys to the line to get them set.
I say, with that, you should just scramble the ball.
That'll be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ellington. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Florida's punter is out there now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at the 20.
Should I make him have another punt? I want to, but I don't.
And he's loose again. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
For the extra point.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one "I Have to Remember," wouldn't you? His 2nd return touchdown to the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Oh, I would have went for it.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Ellington. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 2nd and 7, White throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, White. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
A good pick up there at 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's 1st and goal, Clemson. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 5-yard touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Rich Norton for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? Now White lost the football.
Quarterback is sacked.
But look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
This is the last
5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Yikes. Yikes.
To throw, White. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Able to power through. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. A 23-yard run. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
For the extra point.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now on 2nd and 13. White, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On the ground, Ellington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they run with Ellington. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, White. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now White on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
White's pass.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
50-yard attempt.
His kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Florida 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. Now White lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Still going. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's still on his feet. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Simpson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So Clemson, a good-looking return set up here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Open man is Galladay, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
My game. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. DeAndre Jewell, 45 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him, as we've seen, but just say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete
To number
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case,
Now White lost the football. And the defense has come up with it.
Wait, oh.
Well, they were looking to throw.
It was on.
Holding
Wait,
right
what?
tackle.
that's real simple,
Whoa,
partner.
whoa,
Keep your hands
whoa,
inside in the chest
whoa.
area.
If
You're probably
it was
okay.
on
Get it out on the
them.
shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And we got the fumble
On
return.
2nd and 12. White. Smith catches left side.
Who
And
is
he's
that? Who is
corralled
that?
at the
Is that
40,
Memphis?
but not before picking up 8.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And we get the ball back now, so. Oh, that's
It's
it.
4th down. Today's final score, the Clemson Tigers 73, Gators 2.
That's what happens when you're one. Was my mic muted?
So things got off to a solid start.
Okay. I'm going to play some Retro Bowl. See you if I stream again.